is that very often underneath of your intention, underneath of whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, there is a feeling of low self-esteem, a feeling of not being enough, a belief that you need to manifest something in order to feel better about yourself. And so you're trying to manifest these things or these experiences, but they're not coming from your heart. They're coming from the wounded part of you. Hello, my miraculous friend, and welcome to another episode of the Magnify Your Miracles podcast. This is Reverend Frances Faden, and I'm so grateful that we get to spend this time together helping you to magnify your miracles. And speaking of miracles and speaking of manifestation, have you noticed lately that you have been trying, and yet it feels like something is holding you back? Maybe you're doing all the things, you're doing all the techniques, and yet you're not getting the results. Well, if you're a woman like me and you're trying to do all the things and yet you're running into kind of an invisible wall, there might be a really clear explanation why. In my coaching practice, when I work with other women entrepreneurs, when I work with creative women, people who are really looking to manifest their purpose, I've noticed something. And I'm going to share with you exactly what that thing is. I call kind of the hidden dangers of manifestation, especially as it pertains to women, and why it might be the thing, the very thing that is holding you back. So let's take a deep breath together before we dive into that. Breathing in the energy of expansion and breathing out anything you no longer need. And as we do this, getting ourselves into this moment, we know that whatever you need to hear to move you powerfully forward is exactly what you're going to hear. We're going to take one more deep breath together in gratitude, and we can begin. All right, my friends. So I love everything about miracles and manifestations. That's why this is called the Magnify Your Miracles podcast, because I believe that miracles are already here, that you can experience something that I call a miracle, which is simply when you experiencing something that you didn't think was possible. And in the world of manifestation, that's a lot what people are doing. They don't 100% believe it, but they're trying to experience something that they've never not yet experienced before. But here's the thing that I find. I work with a lot of women and they tell me when I'm working with them and coaching them that they're feeling stuck. They're feeling like something is holding back. They don't know why things aren't working. And I have just come to see that there's something hidden that's going on there that is affecting them, and it might be affecting you too. And here's what it is. Everything in the universe is designed for you. Everything that's created is designed for you, and you are wired for what you love. You are wired for what would light you up. You're wired for the thing that actually is really drawing you. It's the truth. Whenever I see women align with their truth, when I see them honoring their energy, it's one of the things I do when I'm working with people. We take a look to see is like, what's your energy saying and what is your mind saying? And are those things in alignment? Because if they're not, you end up grinding. You get into the pattern of like working harder and doing more and thinking you got to keep doing more. And it doesn't really work. You'll still get some results, but there's not a sense of ease and it doesn't feel like it's miraculous. And when I ask them some questions, this is what I have found is that very often underneath of your intention, underneath of whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, there is a feeling of low self-esteem, a feeling of not being enough, a belief that you need to manifest something in order to feel better about yourself. And so you're trying to manifest these things or these experiences, but they're not coming from your heart. They're coming from the wounded part of you. They're coming probably from a childhood wound of not feeling good enough, not feeling like you're okay. And so very often when I'm coaching people, I will say to them, So why is it that you're wanting this thing that you're wanting? Because it doesn't matter to me. I'm happy for people to have everything that they want. But I'll ask them and they'll say, well, then I'll finally feel accomplished, or then I'll be successful, or then I'll have, whatever it is that's not the actual thing. So if I'm working with a woman and she'll say to me something like, I really want to have this best-selling book. I want to write this best-selling book. I'll say, so tell me about this best-selling book. Why do you want to write it? What's going on? And invariably, it's hardly ever the reason is because I want to bless millions of people, or even perfectly valid thing because I really want to make a lot of money doing something I love. If those things were 100% true, boom, you can have them. But there's a cross current there somewhere. And that cross current usually is there's something else going on, like, oh, well, if I can write a best-selling book, then I'll finally feel like I'm a good writer. Or I'll finally prove to my mom that you can make money doing it. Or I'll finally, you know, feel like a success. Now, what is that doing? That's putting, first of all, your manifestation outside of you, right? It's like these things need to happen in order for me to feel good. And then what does manifestation say? You feel good and these things happen, right? So this is the hidden danger that I see in manifestation is people don't realize that what they're asking for, what they're trying to manifest is not actually in alignment with their truth. It's coming from kind of the wounded ego, the hurt inner child, whatever it might be. And we all do it. So don't feel bad about it. If this is you, it's like this is things that we've all done. We've all tried to manifest things that we thought we wanted, or things that, like, if I get this, then I'll get this, instead of just going for the thing that you actually want. Well, here's the thing about manifestation, my friend. Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, it is not the job of your manifestation to heal your low self esteem. It is not the job of your manifestation to finally prove something to your mother. It is not the job of your manifestation to make you feel better about yourself or build your confidence. Now, all those things could happen. You could definitely feel more confident. But what I'm saying to you is don't use manifestation as a thing to prop up whatever your hurts are. Work on those hurts, get it yourself into actual alignment and start manifesting. You will see how quickly you can bring things to you when your energy is aligned with what you're doing. It sounds simple, but here's the thing. When you're dealing with your subconscious mind, when you're working with your energy and you don't really know how to read it or what's going on, you're going to go around in circles because your subconscious mind is like, we like it right here. We're just going to stay right here. We don't really want you to change. Even if change would be awesome, I'm very comfortable right here. So it's going to do things to keep you from seeing things, which is why it's really good to have a trusted person that you can work with that can help you navigate beyond what's going on. This is the work that I do. I really love helping women to be able to see what is in their energy because it's never anything that's like, "Oh my god, some terrible thing." You need something that's going to be in alignment for you, and you need to feel safe going for the thing that you really really want. So if you're trying to manifest to prove something, to me that's the hidden danger is you're going to make it worse because what's going to happen is you're going to try to manifest, you're going to be working against yourself. You're going to have cross currents. It's either not going to work or it's going to take a really long time. And that's going to perpetuate your feeling of not being enough. It's going to perpetuate your feeling of what's wrong with me? Why can't I do this? Maybe my mother was right. See, all along, all those negative things act out all over again when you're going for something that you think is what you want, but in reality, you're trying to prove something to yourself. So, what's the answer? The answer is to get really honest with yourself of what is it that I would love. Remember, you're wired for what you love. What you love comes easily through you and to you. So the things that you would love to experience, take a moment right now and think about the lovely things that you have in your life. First of all, you're able to hear this podcast or watch this podcast. You manifested that. You manifested the ability, whether it's that you have a mobile device or a computer or whatever, you have access to be able to hear this and see this podcast, right? So you have things in your life that you're in alignment with, that you've drawn to you. Maybe you have a beautiful cat or a dog or some other pets in your life that love you and they adore you, right? You've already been able to manifest things that are in alignment with you, things that you love. I look right now on my bookshelf, I'm like, I love books, right? So I have a bookshelf filled with books. I love them. I've been able to draw them into my life. Some of them I went out and bought, but a lot of them were given to me because people know I love books so much. So you have things right now. Take a look and see whether you're married or you're single. If you're married, you manifested that person. There was a time in your life when you didn't have that person. If you're single, you want to take a look at all the great relationships that you do have in your life. Even if it's just one person, you manifested that. So a lot of times we get in this habit with manifestation of thinking that we don't have enough, we don't have enough, we don't have enough, we don't have enough. And living here as I do in the United States, there's that feeling over and over again. We're constantly being bombarded with this idea that you need more, you need more, you need more. But the truth of the matter is, you're already abundant. You're already manifesting amazing things. Everything that's in your life is a manifestation. All you're looking to do is maybe up level your manifestation. You're wanting to be a little bit more conscious of it, right? So what you want to be conscious of is, where is my energy? Does my energy feel lit up when I think about manifesting whatever it is? Or does it feel more like, kind of gives my ego a little boost? It kind of makes me feel, a little bit more confident or whatever it is. Now, here's the thing, you can absolutely manifest confidence. You can absolutely manifest that inner sense of confidence. Focus on that. Don't focus on manifesting whatever the thing might be. That thing can't give you that confidence. It can mirror it to you. And when it shows up, you can be like, yeah, of course that's in my life because I'm confident, right? But if we look to the outside things to give us the confidence, then if those things go away, there goes your confidence, or there goes your self esteem, or there goes your faith in yourself, or whatever it might be. If we put our energy outside of ourselves, that's the danger when it comes to manifestation. We're trying to manifest things to feel better about ourselves. And the rule of manifestation is, you feel better first and then we manifest. Now, some people say to me, oh, Reverend Francis, I know that that's true, but what do I do? I'm having a hard time feeling better. Maybe I'm having physical challenges, maybe emotionally, it's hard for me. This isn't about being perfect, but you can right now manifest a feeling of confidence. So think about, when's the last time that you felt confident? Do you feel confident when you look in the mirror? When you have a beautiful outfit on? Does that make you feel confident? Do you feel a little bit of confidence when you're doing something that you're really good at? Like maybe you're good at mentoring other people, or whatever your talent might be. Think of the last time that you felt some confidence. Maybe it was when you were teeny tiny little and you were learning to ride a bike for the first time, right? Before all the things happened in your life that kind of shook your confidence. Think about something like that. And then, as Neville Goddard says, you fall asleep feeling that confidence. You fall asleep with that memory of riding that bike, and that confidence is still in you, even if other things have happened. Or you can just use your imagination and imagine, what would it be like to, uh, be that confident person. So if the thing that you're wanting to do is you're wanting to manifest writing a best-selling book, great. Then imagine that you've already done it and feel the confidence in you of like, of course I write best-selling books. That's what I do. Of course my business is grossing $1 million this year. That's what I do. And it doesn't have that sense of striving. It doesn't have that sense of like trying to make it happen to fill a void within you. It's a natural expression of who you are. Remember, my friend, your miracle, it's already here, right? It's simply a matter of letting go of the things that aren't in alignment with who you are. Now, if you have trouble with this, I'm going to put this right here. Schedule a miracle meeting with me if you're somebody who wants to learn how to align rather than grind if you want to learn how to align your energy with what you're trying to do, if you want to grow your business in alignment with your soul and your sacred life purpose, if you want to learn how to stop having cross currents of part of you wants it and part of you doesn't want it, if you want to learn how to do that and you're looking for a coach who can help you do that, then just go to francisfaden.com/miracle meeting. And you can set up a time that works for you to talk to me. And I will ask you some questions and try to pinpoint what's going on and whether or not you're dealing with something that I can help you with. Because the truth of the matter is when you know what's going on with your energy and you're aware of it, you can change it. And that's why my clients get really quick results a lot of the time, because it doesn't take very long to see where things are out of alignment, and then we get them back in alignment, and you go from being at odds to your energy being in alignment, and then it becomes like railroad tracks, and boom, you're able to manifest things very, very quickly. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I want you to take a look at that and ask yourself, be honest and say, all right, am I wanting to manifest whatever it is for a reason other than the thing itself? Am I wanting a new car to feel better about myself? Or am I wanting a new car because I love this new car and it's so awesome, and when I love how I feel when I drive it, and yay, it lights me up? That's the difference. Do I want to manifest a relationship because I want to finally feel like I'm lovable? Or do I want to manifest a relationship because I am ready to have an adventure with someone that I want to spend my life with? Am I wanting a relationship because it would be so fun to get to spend my life with someone who is a best friend to me? Are you wanting to manifest your dream because your dream is the thing that you know you were born to do here on the planet? Like, that's it. Or you're doing it to try to prove something to yourself. If you're doing it for any of those other reasons, then it lights me up. You're going to be running up against yourself. And you might be doing all the things. You might be writing your affirmations. You might be listening to things over and over again. You might be visualizing everything. But if on a fundamental level, your energy is not in alignment, yeah, it's going to hold you back. So do a quick check with yourself and say, what is it that I've been manifesting? I'm recording this in the last quarter of the year, and it's a really good time to kind of reflect on where have you been this year and what's going on. And I'm going to tell you something that somebody said to me, which is, if you've been trying to manifest something for more than a year, you want to get some help, because there's something going on that's keeping you from manifesting whatever that is. That something is holding you back. And I want you to have everything. I want you to magnify your miracles. I want you to have an amazing life that you wake up and you're just like, oh my God, my life is miraculous, because you deserve that. You deserve that. And the truth is, you're wired for that. You're wired for everything that you love. The universe is just waiting to come and make it easy for you. Make it easy. You've tried the grinding. Now let's try the aligning. And that's where life gets really fun and manifestation gets really, really easy. All right, my friend, I would like to hear from you. If this resonated with you, have you ever had an experience like that where you're going for something and then you realize that you're going for it for a reason other than that it totally lights you up? The good news is you can change right now. You can change it right now, and you can pivot towards something that does light you up and that makes you feel just so enthusiastic about letting it come. Right. And if you do need help, I'll put it back up here again. Just reach out to me, francisfaden.com/miracle meeting. And I would love to talk to you about what you want to manifest, what's really going on with you, and help you see that you're really wired for your miraculous life. All right, my friends, please remember always that your miracle is already here. We know that, right? Your miracle is already here. If you know someone who would appreciate this, please share this episode with them, whether it's on social media or just letting a friend know about it. Anybody who needs this kind of inspiration, I would really, really appreciate it. And until next time, my friend, God bless you so much. Bye-bye. Hey, my miraculous friend, thank you so much for watching. If you want to be the first one to know when new videos are released, just click the subscribe button. And if you click the notify me button, you'll be the first one to know, especially if I go live. Thank you once again, and I'm sending you all my love and blessings.